The machine at work. Having your self-worth and validation tied up with your productivity. That's the machine at work. Politics and economics being the mainstay arena of meaning. What is newsworthy in the world and what is not. No mention of spirituality or even human contentment and well-being. Just a power play of economic units based on someone else's division, someone else's power play of divided nature, broken apart and operating in isolation. That's the machine at work. Countries, individuals, divided. Less and less real-life arena. More and more online everything and online interaction, which is really just a machine interacting with itself, with human appendages at either end. That's the machine at work. Opinions, feeling isolated and cut off from meaning, real friendship, connection, community. That's the machine at work. Opinions being censored and increasingly so. That's the machine at work. Putting info out in a video like this, instead of having a real life community arena for meaning to be shared. Appealing to likes from strangers for validation. Smartphone internet over-reliance towards the merge of human and synthetic and electronic technology. That's the machine at work. Increasingly monitored, surveilled in the streets, online, in your head. That's the machine at work. Being too stressed to settle into your natural rhythm and natural rhythms. Being squashed into survival mode and limited options. Put in a box. Being made fearful of lack and scarcity because your box is just a small space, a small place where the whole of you is lacking. Being made fearful of lack and scarcity and imminent death. That's the machine at work. For what eternal life is there in a unit? Pushed through hoops and caught up in false successes, believing the meaningful is meaningless and the meaningless is meaningful. That's the machine at work. And it's not just out there to blame. The machine is inside your head, has seeped into your soul even, perhaps, maybe. It needs purging through your ability to see what is life, truly, and what isn't. Knowing it's the machine, knowing it's not good, but you don't know how else you would function. That's the machine at work. Staring at a screen, looking at pixels, trying to glean information to improve your life, situation. That's the machine at work. When you know there's something wrong, there's a lot wrong, but you don't know quite what to do to correct it, to put it right. When the world's problems seem overwhelming and you feel in some kind of paralysed malaise, a dark grey haze about it all. when your individual interest conflicts with the collective, when a little part of life conflicts with the wholeness of life. If you feel people have come to resemble or stand for the system rather than life, and their own life, that's the machine at work. And of course, we're natural, creative beings, and productivity is a part of that. But is it your creative nature or your productive output that is most valued in the world? And is the world the natural world, or is the world system? And if it's the world system, what is this? We need organising systems of life, do we not? And politics and economics might claim to be that. But are they helping organic and spiritual life, or just getting in the way of it, oppressing it? And surely the life that is being organised is more valuable than the systems of organisation. Surely life employs systems of organisation rather than systems of organisation employing life. What is primary, life or the way we organise it, life or the way we understand it? Life is primary. We need organising systems of life, but perhaps we should let life do the organisation on life's terms and not distort and contort and channel limited notions of what life is into existence, when these limited notions often entrap life rather than enable it to find its freedom. Technology is a good tool, and of course it's about how we use our tools. But the tools are not valueless, not a blank slate. They bring values forth, values of compartmentalization and separation, as we each have our own device or our own screen, window upon a false world, in the case of modern electronic technology. We need to be masters, not just of the tools we use, but of our own consciousness and human destiny. We need to state the being we are, know where our choices are leading us, and learn to validate ourselves in ourselves primarily, so we are not lost in secondary patterns of looking for validation and recognition from symbols and platforms of meaningless noise. Know your truth, and what is untruth can slide away. But until you know your truth, you are in danger of being lost to and subsumed into something much less. The machine. And make no mistake, regardless of beautiful surroundings and birdsong, the machine is at work, and constantly. in an imitation of life, which is unfolding and being, forever and now, continually here. Just remember, the machine is always secondary to the sheer power of life. Even if it increasingly states itself and positions itself as the primary. We are told it's all going wrong. We are told the world is falling apart and that reality is broken. Our consciousness is stamped into the idea that fragmentation is primary. We're always told by TV, newspapers, mainstream media, that the world is falling apart, is coming to an end, we've messed it up. And while there may be some truth in this, and we need to reevaluate how we understand ourselves and the world, being constantly told that reality is broken or that our humanity is destructive, this is an assault. This is an assault on consciousness, the breaking apart of our being. And this is the workings of the machine. You, living, breathing, being here. That's life at work.